We'd like to welcome to the stage Brianna Gustafson from the Table Sourdough Company. The Table Sourdough Company is a small batch artisan bakery located in Martinsburg, West Virginia. They bake organic, naturally leavened sourdough bread and sweet treats using clean, dye-free ingredients and locally sourced foreign goods whenever possible. Their mission is to bring people together around the table through food that is simple and wholesome. You can find their products through porch pickups, farmers markets, and local partnerships. Ladies and gentlemen, Brianna Gustafson.
Hey everyone, my name is Brianna, and I am the owner of the Table Sourdough Company. We are a small batch cottage bakery specializing in naturally leavened breads and pastries, and everything is made from scratch. We believe that the best things in life start with good food, good bread, and good company. Our inspiration came from our family. You can see my two little ones right there. We wanted good bread for them. We wanted to feed our family something wholesome, and we couldn't find it, so we decided to make it ourselves. And our namesake came from the fact that there's something so special about gathering around the table. It's where stories are shared, laughter fills the room, and good food brings people together. So we wanted to bring that to our community, to encourage them to slow down and gather around something that was simple, honest, and made with love. So what makes us unique is, it seems like everybody's making sourdough these days. However, what makes us unique is our commitment to quality. We use organic ingredients, we are always dye-free, and all of our products are naturally leavened. So why choose sourdough? Well, sourdough is actually one of the oldest forms of bread. It is easier to digest, it is also has a lower glycemic level, and it has beneficial microbes. So the lactobacillus and the natural yeast all contribute to a healthier gut microbiome. Our process seems extensive. From start to finish, it takes us 24 to 36 hours to make a loaf of bread. Now, that may seem like a lot, but believe us, it's worth it. Our growth since starting the Table Sourdough Company has been amazing. We started in our little home kitchen, and we're still there, but we're selling out every single week at farmers markets, and we're baking for community partners, and our business has just grown, and we keep getting told how much people love our products. So, in order to continue growing, we need to make some key equipment purchases, and that would be a bread oven. Right now, we can fit 2 to 6 loaves of bread in our home oven. We want our bread oven would be able to fit 12 to 16, which would greatly increase our capacity. We would also like to invest in a high-capacity mixer. This mixer would allow us to offer products like cinnamon rolls on a more consistent basis, and also a refrigerator that would help with the overnight cold brew. So, what's next for the table? Well, we want to bring the table to more people. First through a mobile bread truck, and then to a brick-and-mortar cafe. This is our concept for a mobile bread truck. We want it to be more than just bread. Think sandwiches, gourmet toasts, ideas like that. Healthier food options. We want to take it to corporate events, fairs and festivals, birthday parties, baby showers, wherever people want a more wholesome food option. We then want to open the Table Bakery and Cafe. Now this bakery, I want to be a place for gathering. I want it to be a place that's warm and welcoming, a place that people can sit down, slow down, and connect with each other. And I want it to grow into a community staple. This place will be a place where the smell of fresh bread draws you in, but the sense of community is what keeps you coming back. Because we're not just baking bread, we're building connection. Because where people gather around good food, good things happen. Hearts soften, conversation starts, and community grows. So we'll keep baking with this care and intention, setting the table for Berkeley County, one loaf at a time. Thank you.
Okay, sounds like you have some fans in the audience.
Yes. My little one doesn't like to be away from me, sorry.
So, congratulations, because, dreams are important, and it sounds like that's exactly what you have, and, family first, so congrats on that.
Thank you.
One of my main questions is, how much is a proofing oven? Like, what are we talking?
So there are 3 different tiers of ovens. The one that we are looking at, which would allow us the 12 to 15 capacity, it also has an automatic steam injection, which is very important for sourdough. It cannot rise appropriately if it doesn't have the appropriate amount of steam. So that would help streamline the process. That is about $8,200, which is a big chunk of this $10,000. However, like I said, it would increase our capacity by almost 90% from our 2 to 6 loaves to 12 to 15, depending on the size.
So, along with your expansion into the mobile and the brick and mortar and everything, how many people do you plan on to have on staff?
So I would start, since it'll be a small food truck, I'd probably start with 2. Me, somebody that can help on the back end, rolling cookies, preparing things to be baked, things like that. And then somebody to take orders while the food is being prepped by somebody else. So in the food truck, 2 to 3 at a time. And then we would expand from there.
Currently, are you using local ingredients, grains? Like, how are you partnering with?
Yes. So one of our things that we strive to do is use local ingredients. So seasonal things, peaches. In your bag, you actually have some goodies. One of them is a maple pecan scone, and the maple syrup comes from the maple syrup farm they're right over the farm, right over the border in Percival. So we use their stuff. Spring Valley is where we get a lot of the apples, things like that. And we also partner with other people at farmers markets to get seasonal items. Now, as far as grains, we have experimented with some of the local mills. Working with fresh milled grain is difficult because it provides a denser bread that people don't always like. So we have added percentages in there. Lox Mill is one that we've added, like our rye from them. However, those grains are far more expensive, so they do increase our out-of-pocket cost per loaf. So they tend to be more expensive on the back end too for a loaf. So we haven't done too many of those because that price point seems to be a little too high for people looking for a weekly loaf.
And with this new oven, are you planning on adding a little bit of variety to the menu, or are you going to mainly focus on bread as well, or?
Yes, so with the oven, the great thing is it's not just for bread. I could bake anything in it. I could also do, if I also have the mixer, I could provide cinnamon rolls. That's been a really big thing that people have been asking for, and I only do it seasonally because I can only fit so much in a mixer. So I would increase that, as well as increase like the cookies and other things that I do, which I could all bake in the same oven, and it would cut the baking time down tremendously.
So what would set you apart from like your local Starbucks or
Yes.
that box in the box chain type of bakery, coffee?
Yes.
What sets you apart from them?
Well, I think the first thing would be ingredients. Everything we would use would be organic. We would try to source local as much as possible. Also, the biggest thing is it would be dye-free. Now, I know a lot of people probably don't even know what that means. However, food coloring is a huge issue, and it actually provides a lot of problems, especially for little kids. I've noticed that with my family, and that's one of the reasons why I want to be dye-free, is because I want anybody to come in and be able to choose the colorful sprinkles if they want, and not have to worry about any adverse side effects. But besides that, I want it to be the atmosphere. I want it to be something that's warm and welcoming and homey. I want it to feel like you're stepping into somebody's house and that the person behind the counter knows your name and just provides a really good atmosphere. So, thank you so much.